morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and today's shout out goes to xhappy425. xhappy was first to say first in one of my recent videos, and thus wins this shout out, so congratulations. Good morning, Quadcopter 101 here, and what I got for you today is a review of a remote ID module. This is the Holystone RID, or HSRID02. They're Holystone's latest and greatest remote ID module. Now, if you've been flying drones, and you're probably aware by now, if you have a drone that weighs more than 250 grams, in other words, a heavy drone, you are going to be required to both register that drone with the FAA, and in addition to that, you are going to need to have a drone that's capable of transmitting its position. How is that done? That's done through a remote ID module. Now, a lot of aircraft have them built in these days, but older aircraft out there, and some of the less expensive ones, do not have RID built in. And what do you do in that case? You have to provide your own. Now, there are others out there, and this is one of them, okay, that you simply install. You can install onto the aircraft, on the exterior surface of the aircraft, using Velcro, as provided here, or even through little zip ties. You can do it that way. And also, it comes with this little watch bracelet type thing that you can strap onto anything. But again, you know, it's pretty simple to install one of these onto an aircraft these days. And they aren't too expensive these days either. This one here, I believe, runs around the $40 price range, ready to go out of the box with it, $40. So, and this one, again, is available on, I didn't mention it yet, it's available on Amazon, I believe, exclusively right now for that price. Now, it's a very lightweight device, okay? You don't expect these to be very heavy. This one here weighs only about 16 grams. And the data connection that it uses to transmit the data is Bluetooth. Okay, you can connect to it with Bluetooth, and also it's transmitting on a signal over Bluetooth, telling its location, height, identification, data. That all gets transmitted by this device over Bluetooth. Now, with Bluetooth, it's very easy to set up and install this using its Drone Finder app, available on Google Play and on the App Store. Again, that's called Drone Finder, is the name of the app. Now, this device has a built-in GPS, okay? That's how it transmits its location, okay? But that app, or that GPS, is also useful in locating the drone if you lose the drone, okay? If that drone goes out and gets lost while you're flying, this will be transmitting its position, and you can use the Drone Finder app to find this particular drone. In addition to using GPS, this also has a built-in speaker, a beeper actually, which will beep. If you, using the Drone Finder app, you can activate the beeper and tell it to start beeping to help you locate the drone, if say it's lost in the woods somewhere. Additionally, this has very bright LED lights that are programmable, multicolor LED lights that are programmable, and you can use this also to help you identify the drone. Or if you're flying at night, you can use this to help you see the drone in the air while flying at night with those bright LED lights. Other things about this has a built-in 150 milliampere hour battery that provides up to 4 hours of charge time. Now, additionally, this case is waterproof, or it's I'd say water resistant, but they're claiming waterproof. And with that in mind, the charging port for this, and I don't have any fingernails to open this right now. I'll have to get a device to open it up. But there is a Type C USB connection behind here that you use to charge this. And again, I can't pry it open right now because I just cut my fingernails. So hold on, folks. I'll get this open. Okay, there's that Type C connector behind the waterproof cover here. So just to prove that I'm not lying, that's how you charge it. Now, it's supposed to only take about an hour to charge this up. But again, after that, you got up to 4 hours of charge time in this that you can run this particular device. Now, I talked about the installation using these zip ties. One thing to keep in mind, folks, if you're installing this on your aircraft, you don't want to put this over any of the antennas, particularly the GPS antenna, especially the GPS antenna. So if you install this and you notice you're having problems getting a GPS connection on your drone, you likely installed this over the GPS antenna. So look for another position to install it, folks. Keep that in mind. That's a big problem with, well, that's a big issue with these little remote ID modules, the external ones. You've got to be careful where you install it. You don't want to install it near the GPS antenna, and also you don't want to install it near the receiving and transmission antenna on your drone. So if you're noticing problems with reception from your drone, you likely have this installed too close to one of your antennas, and you might want to look for a different point to install it. Now, the best place to install these are on the top surface of the drone, usually toward the front of most drones. But again, the GPS antenna might be somewhere else. GPS antenna looks upward, in other words, and that's the biggest one that you got to watch out for, because this can block the signal if you put it right over the top of the antenna. So you don't want to do that. So let's talk about the setup of this. Okay, let's show how to set this up. It's pretty simple. This is the Drone Finder app, by the way, available on Play and on the App Store. And first thing you need to do is you're going to need to turn on this device. Now, there are two buttons on the back of the device. One is the power button, and one is the setup button. Now, you press and hold the power button until it starts to power up. And we got flashing light here. When it's flashing like this, it's looking for a GPS signal. When it finds a GPS signal, I believe that turns solid green. And when it's, actually it's transmitting. When it's going from green to red, it's looking for the GPS signal. And then once it finds that signal, that turns solid green. And you're going to need to tell the, well, I'll talk about that later. Let's just go into the setup first. Okay, for the setup, you press this setup button and hold that for 3 seconds. And it'll start flashing blue. Now it's transmitted on Bluetooth, and you notice, all right now it says it's searching for nearby devices, and it found this particular device. And you just click on that, and it knows the serial number. It's showing the serial number right now. And what we want to do is set up the RID settings. Now, again, you can customize the LED lights on this by clicking on LED settings, but right now we're doing remote ID. So we click on that, and here it knows the serial number of this device automatically, but we need to put in the registration number of the device. Okay, and again, I didn't mention this yet, but you are going to need to register, and in addition to your aircraft, you're going to need to also register this device on the FAA's website. You do it the exact same way as you would registering an aircraft, except you don't need to pay any $5. One thing, folks, when you go on that FAA website as a recreational pilot, you pay only that $5 only one time, and that registration number that you're given is good for you and all of your aircraft, but you're also going to, again, need to register this particular device on the website. But I believe the registration number, you just use your FAA registration number right there, and you type that in, and I'm going to do that right now. Not my particular one for this, since we're on YouTube right now, I'm going to make up a number and put it in here, just for us, demonstration purposes only. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, and then you enter the aircraft model, and we're going to say it's a drone. Drone. And you can be specific if you want Holy Stone. Now we're just going to leave it as drone. And for the weight, we're going to say it's over 250 grams. We know we're going to say it's 251 grams. And UAS class, wait, let me hit done there. And the class, we just leave it as C1 there. And then you hit save. And that automatically writes it to the device. And to use that, we have to restart the device too. And we're going to hit confirm. So that's how you set it up. Very simple, very easy to do. One other thing, let's try that light device, or setting up the lighting. LED settings, we're going to click on that. And right now it's steady on, and it's going to be yellow light. Let's have it strobe flashing. And the color, let's make it blue. And then we'll hit save. And then hit save. And that's it. So again, it's very easy to set up, and get this device going. And let me hit X, and we're going to break out of this now. Let's do the device. Let's activate the device and show how it's working. Okay, right now it's looking for a GPS signal, as I mentioned, when it's going from green to red. But once it finds the GPS and has sufficient satellites, this is going to switch from green and red to just simply flashing green. Now, when it's flashing green, it's also transmitting its position. Now, before you take off, you are going to need to update its position. And to do that, you do a double press of the right button, the function setting, the settings button. You press this twice, 1, 2, and that will update the takeoff point for the GPS, because this will be transmitting both the current position of the drone along with its takeoff position. That's where you're at, supposedly. Now, let's go into the lights. To turn on the lights, I believe all we're going to need to do is press the power button quickly. And that goes into that flashing green that I had set up. I thought I set up blue. Let's press that button again, and it cycles through the different available modes that you got here, LED lights. And you pick the one that you think is most visible. Right now, I don't like any of those because it hurts my eyes, but that is the transmission, or the LED lights on this. So that is the HSRID02 module. Again, it's a quick and easy way to install an RID system onto your aircraft. Again, required for all 250 gram or heavier drones out there. So keep that in mind. So hope you enjoyed this review. This is Quadcopter 101, signing out. Hi, Quadcopter 101 here again. Hey, if you want to get your own shout out in one of my future videos, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's real simple. Just go to my channel page and click on that subscribe. And also make sure to click that bell button right next to the subscribe button. That way you get notified when I release a brand new video immediately and give you a chance to get that first shout out. So give it a try, folks.